Do I think that I'm better or know more than you? No. It's that we are sick and tired of these watered down messages. Like I said, no more hocus pocus. This generation right here is seeking truth. No more of these whitewashed lies. Hey, my truth tellers, how are you guys doing? Welcome to Unapologetic Real Talk. I'm trying to get used to that name, guys, because I'm about to say Real Talk with your girl, Lady D, but both. Welcome, 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 guys. Unapologetic and Real Talk. Hey, Davita. Davita is in. She says, hi. I see Asia. Asia is in the house. She says, head prosperity, saying good afternoon. Yes, guys, welcome, welcome, welcome to Unapologetic Real Talk. I see my girl Speak with Your Girl. Marcella is in the house. She says, hi, everyone. I mean, Miss Marcella went ahead and she broke it down. And we're going to just go ahead and we just going to just talk about it, okay? Because like I say, she did it all. So it just make sure you guys go and check out Speak with Your Girl. Miss Marcella also went ahead and posted on my community tab. So make sure you go ahead and check out her live that she did today. I know I was coming on round about 1 o'clock, but I went ahead and I had changed it to 5. And then I saw where Butterfly is coming on at 4:30. And since we all almost, have, the same talking points, I say, I want to make sure that, she do her thing. So I'm going to come on at this time. Okay. But I usually comes on at 1 o'clock. Hey, Travelista, she's in the house. She says, happy Thursday, everyone. So guys, welcome, welcome, welcome to Unapologetic Real Talk. As you can see right here, we are about to go ahead and get into all this right here. Like I said there and say, you can't keep telling one lie after another lie, because sooner or later you're going to catch up. You're going to be caught up with those lies. And Destiny called it out. I don't give a care what you guys call Destiny, but Destiny had called it out, and we're going to comb through all this, because sometimes you got to go back into the archives to go ahead and pull some stuff up, because when it comes to some of us, we have amnesia. Okay, so we're going to go and play a little bit clips, because Destiny at the reunion, she called it out. She had said that when it came to Melody had hacked Martell's phone. Okay, and all this right here to me is for entertainment purpose only. You air it out, you are free game. So before I get into all the good stuff, guys, let me go ahead and do this copyright disclaimer. Let me see if I can make it a little bigger, because I cannot even see it. I can't even see it. So, and I'm not going to cam up, because for some reason I did order a new mic stand, and that one does not fit, and I'm waiting for another one to come in. So just be patient with me. I hope everything is all good, because we are now in the eye of a hurricane. But like I said, when it comes to these hurricanes down here in the down south, I look at it, is our ancestors really to tear up because all the stuff that had happened. Some of you guys might catch this by tomorrow. Okay, so let me see if I can find something I can read on my phone with the copyright. Yes, the copyright disclaimer is under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism. So, guys, do not get mad with the messenger, okay? If you can't stand the heat, you get out of the kitchen. In here are grown folks, 18 and older. Comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. So, again, make sure you go ahead and hit like, comment, and share these videos for more unapologetic content. So I'm not going to be on too long because just like I said, Butterfly, she comes on at 4:30. And also, I think the debate is coming on, which I've been was waiting for this right here, the debate with Donald Trump and Kamala Harris. So I think that's come on at 9 o'clock. So I want to make sure that I go ahead and get some rest. Thank you very much, Prosperity. She says stay safe. We lock it down, but we used to this down here. But when it comes to stuff like this, I mean, oh my God, it is a lot. But I mean, these hurricanes, they be coming back to back to back to back. But you also have to realize that, you know, there's a lot of stuff that we just got to take heed to it, and that's real talk. Hey, Retha Morrow is in the house. She says hello, everyone. Also, Temper is in the house. She say hello, beautiful ladies and gentlemen. Okay, guys, welcome, welcome, welcome. I got 39 look like in the house, only 17 likes. Come on, guys, hit those like button, hit the like buttons. Come on. Hit the like button, come in and share these videos for more apologetic content. Come from behind the walls, come behind those wherever you guys are, and hit that like button or hit unlike, however you feel led. At least I know that you are support, because one thing about me, if I don't like what someone is giving, their commentary, I'm not going to waste my time. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not going to waste my time to go and listen to someone that I don't like. Make it make sense. I see Annette is in the house. She says greeting. Yes, Temper said a lot of rain is in Florida. Wow. Well, down here in the south, we got some rain coming. So they said that the hurricane should hit, I think, like Thursday, sometimes Thursday. So guys, just go ahead and keep us all in prayer. But sometimes it's for us to go ahead and take heed. Hey, Starbucks in the house, Starbucks lover. She said, if you want to go ahead and support this channel, cash out Real Talk 985. Thank you in advance for your support. Thank you very much. And it's not obligated. Go ahead and hit that like button, comment, and share these videos for more unapologetic content. And like I said, all this right here to me is for entertainment purpose only. And as you can see right here, we're going to go ahead and talk about where Destiny Payton, she tried to warn us. She was telling us about Melody, and we didn't want to take heed. They didn't even wanted Destiny back on the show. And the reason why, because they didn't want Destiny to pull up those bones, like Destiny said, she know where the bodies are led. And also, I had got an email where they saying that Arionne and Martell. Let me go ahead and read this and get this out the way right here. Uh, Arionne and Martell is in negotiation, so I guess they're waiting until everything wrap up when it comes to them going to court. So I don't know if it was yesterday or today, or if I'm not mistaken, I think that it went ahead, according to what I had got, that it went ahead and postponed it until October. So let me go ahead and read this right here. This is a text that I had gotten where they say call is king, and Arionne and Martell, and all this right here is alleged. Okay, like I sit there and say, to me, this is for entertainment purpose only when it comes to love and marriage in Huntsville. But they're saying that Martell and Arionne are negotiating. They are asking, for a raise. Now I don't know how much it is. It says right here is needed, and a check needs to be cut, and a spot for Arionne on the show is needed as well. So I'm guessing that Martell, which he is a good negotiator, because when it came to Melody, he the one paved the way for Melody to get on that show. Because if it wasn't for Martell, yes, guys. So when you run with the information, make sure you run with it right. If it wasn't for Martell with his connections, he the one had his connections to get in touch with Carlos K. according to what he told Tasha K. And that's how they was able to, get on these reality shows, which it wasn't about love and marriage in Huntsville. It was about, some kind of home reservoir, some kind of home thing that they was doing. Okay. So and I think that, he's a good negotiator, he's a good talker. And if he's along with Carlos King, I think he can go ahead and make it happen. But right here is saying that I had got an email that they are negotiating to see if they can go ahead and get Arionne, but they're not going to get Arionne on that show for pennies and dollars, because right here it says that they wanted to state the fact that Martell and Arionne has been the storyline for every cast member on the show, with the exception of at Destiny Payton. Now, right here, they said that Ariane had been the storyline for every castmate. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the Cash App, guys. And I pray that it multiply, unlimited, run together, overflow. Thank you for that Cash App. Thank you very, very much, guys. And like, guys say, God's, we always have a ram in the bush. And I thank God that they give honor where honor is due. So God continue blessing her tremendously and multiply. Yes. So getting back to this email that I had gotten, they said that Ariane, she had been a storyline for every castmate. They say except Destiny Payton. And also it went on and talked about season 2. Ariane has been talked about so much that at the point of at Carlos King, he need to make her official cast member. So what they are doing right now is they are trying to negotiate to go ahead and this right here is alleged, okay, to get Ariane on, which, like I said, it's right, because Ariane been this, she's been talked about, even though they didn't come out and say her name, but everybody used her as a storyline. And the thing about it is, was now that Melody is coming out with a phone, talking about it was her son's phone. And we're going to go ahead and get into all that right there. And she went ahead and she called and pretend that she was someone else, and which that right there, when it's her son's phone, she has the right to go through it, but she also don't have the right to call no one and sit there and do a prank. So that's right there, that's illegal as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and talk about all that right there. So hey, Tina said, hey, Lady D, I'm glad you addressing this. I remember when Martell's phone was hacked. And yes, Martell brought the show to callers. Absolutely. Absolutely. And see, when it comes to some of these people, they forget, they forget because they so busy, jumping on what I call this trauma bond train wagon, where they can't see the forest from the trees. But we're gonna sit there, we're gonna cut the weeds out, okay, so we can be able to see. Tina also says, blessing to all today. Also, Tiandra Bryan says, good evening, hey, chat. So, guys, I got that out the way. As you can see right here, they are trying to, as I read this email, and all this right here is alleged, but like Martell said, you either tell my story or you go ahead and fire me. No way in the world that they can move on without adding Ariane. They can't do it, because if Ariane is, his wife or his fiance, even though, like I said, they cannot go around that. It won't be real. It to me, it won't be real. So whether Melody, ready or not to go ahead and accept it, either she stay on the show because this is not your show. And just like she was saying, nobody is going to dethrone you. Well, nobody don't have to dethrone you. Nobody not asking you to leave, but no one is not going to sit there and walk on eggshells. And I don't think that Callers King and production and own network is going to sit there and keep catering to this trauma bond train wagon. Like I said, it's all about money. It's all about money. It has nothing to do with nobody's feelings. You knew exactly what you was doing when you signed your name on the dotted line. Like I said, much is given, much is required. Okay. So also Temper said, I agree 100%. Arionne Curry must be a part of the show. She got to be a part of the show. If not, Martell might as well just go ahead and walk off. So I don't think that Martell is going to walk off because, like I said, people, they like being around him because, he's a person that, he's not with that bad low vibrational energy. So let's go ahead and get into all this right here where Destiny tried to warn us. And we know they tried to throw the pots, the pans, everything that they could to go ahead and get rid of Destiny. And the minute when Destiny sat there and say she had left, they was all happy. But like I sat there and say, not all happy, at least Melody. Melody was happy. So let's go and play a few so we can go ahead and put the dots together. So I want to go ahead and play a few clips that I went ahead and put together. So guys, give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me because I'm holding this mic in my hand. And trust me, I'm not used to holding the mic in my hands. Okay. So again, guys, so let me go ahead and put my copyright disclaimer because ain't nobody mad but the devil. But if you can't stand the heat, you get out of the kitchen. These people, they signed for their life to be on display, okay? And that's real talk.
Let's just call him the other week at like 1 in the morning and 5 in the morning. So I don't really care.
Hold on, let me go ahead and make it a little bigger. So right here, this is season 6. We're going to go ahead and I think it's season 6. It was at a reunion. I don't know what season this was, but this right here is when Destiny and Melody had went back and forth. Okay, so let me go ahead. Okay, so let me put a little bit. Let me go and back it up some.
Martell, I don't know. I mean, she was calling him she was calling him the other week at like 1 in the morning and 5 in the morning. So I don't really care.
So let's go ahead and stop it right here. Everybody want to know, where did Melody get all that information? How did she know that Destiny was calling Martell 1 and 2 or 5 o'clock in the morning? How would she get that information? Is she a psychic? Most likely she might, because according to Bondi Blue, she got some type of network called Cleo. And we remember Cleo was some type of psychic until they pulled the sheets off of her. But tell me, how did Melody know that Destiny and Martell was talking like 1 and 5 o'clock, 1 through 5 o'clock in the morning? The only way that she can do this is because, and I'm going to say allegedly, because she had his phone tapped. Okay. And like I said, I only can base all this right here by a reality show. Okay. And by what they put out. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to put the dots together because, we are so quick to sit there and not see anything that Melody do. Okay.
I was calling Martell at 1 and 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
This how you know that?
Oh, you talking about when you hacked his phone?
And you see, soon in a minute, Destiny say, "Oh, you talking about when you hacked his phone?" And you could tell when she's uncomfortable because when she's uncomfortable, she started playing with that wig on her head and pulling it all back and you could see she's all uncomfortable. So Destiny calling her out, when you hack the phone, no way in the world you can justify that. How can you justify that? If it's a man that you don't want, you have no ties with, and if his calls is coming directly to you, you shut that down. You don't sit there and eavesdrop, just like I was kind of confused. You supposed to be so busy and booked. Why are you entertaining Arionne calling her out of her bed or wherever she was, which all that stuff, like I said there and say, maybe, she probably heard Arionne's voice when the children or whatever, and she recorded it most likely, and she putting it to these melanuts and giving them something to run with because they thirsty over drama. So let's go ahead and play a little more.
You hacked his phone and was
no,
and
girl,
was on
no.
his voicemail?
No, sweetie, I don't hack people's phone. Okay. What would be the
So right there, she said, "Oh no, sweetie," because she likes to disrespect you. You call us sweetie or whatever. But like I say, Melody, I don't know if she's in her 40s or whatever, or early 40s or going on 40s, but she still have to me, and I'm not a psychiatrist, she have a childlike mind. But they caught her in a lie, and watch and see right now, you're gonna see where they gonna catch her in a lie. And I caught her in a lie because she said, what's the purpose of me, hacking Martell's phone? The purpose is the same thing that you did to the other day, and you came out and you acknowledge that you call Arionne. So if you acknowledge that you call Arionne, it's a possibility that you went ahead and you had called, was hacking and knowing everything when it came to Martell. So let's go ahead and play that back a little bit. And like I said, I'm gonna keep talking in it, but if you want to see the clips, I can go ahead and post the clips where you can see it in its entirety.
You hacked his phone and was
No,
and
girl,
was on
no.
his voicemail?
No, sweetie, I don't hack people's phone.
Okay.
What would be the purpose of me hacking into
I
your
have
phone?
no idea.
But my woman's talking about we about to go out.
Now, right here, we're going to play Melody talked about, she had her son's phone. So let's go ahead and play that, because what I'm doing is I'm trying to tie the two together, because Melody said she had no reason to hack Martell's phone. So now we finna hear about Melody talking about she had her son's phone, and what she did was illegal, okay? Because she was doxing, and go on Marcella's page, and she read the laws and all this other stuff when it comes to doxing, and we're going to talk a little bit about it over here as well, okay?
I'm hearing this sun, not this rain, but this sun. It's gonna be hot. So let's do it one more time. So I'm taking a nap, okay? Just call myself gonna take me a 30-minute nap. Okay, y'all ready?
You hacked his phone and was
No,
and
girl,
was on
no.
his voicemail?
No, sweetie, I don't hack people's phone.
So if you don't hack no phones, then why did you call Arionne? And see, that's the part that you guys don't seems to get. Why would Melody, the one that got it all together, the one that is smart, the one that, look at everybody else as weirdo, why would she take her son's phone and call Arionne? Why? And she already said, and that's where they busted right there, another lie. When she said that, Martell gave the children phones and she didn't want it in her house. So quite obvious, she saved her son's phone. She saved her son's phone. And the only thing that I can think, and is only alleged, is that the oldest son had Arionne's phone number in his call log, and she went ahead and she called the phone. So quite obvious, she's bothered. She's bothered. You didn't want the man, so why are you bothered? The only thing that I can think of, and guys, when I say something, you can go ahead and take it to the bank. She needed it for a storyline because she knows she can bring it to these unhinged, overzealous fans, and they're gonna run with this. But you all you did was you made yourself look like a fool. You put your foot in your mouth. You keep doing all these illegal crimes, and you thinking that you're going to get away with it. And you wonder why everybody that comes to you, they turn from you because they see the real you. So let's go ahead and play some more.
Lord.
Heck yeah.
Have you ever hacked her phone?
Hell no. Once the people call my phone and I don't answer it, then it rings to her phone, but then next thing you know, her answering service came on. So that's how everybody knew it was Melody. So now I think she's just trying to flip that.
This is what I'm going to clear up. You were receiving phone calls that had the numbers of people reaching out to Martell.
Yes.
So if anybody reaching out to Martell, your phone
Was ringing. I said somebody did that backwards.
And I see she's trying to cover it up. No, you knew. You was getting all types of information, knowing exactly what's going on in his personal life, his business life. You didn't want to stop it. You didn't want to stop it until you told on yourself, because most likely the reason why, now everybody's talking about it, because she told on herself when she sat there and she brought out that Destiny called Martell 1 through 5 o'clock in the morning. So they say, how did you do this? How did she get this information? So now she got to come clean. But the thing about it, by being a narcissist, and this is my opinion, a pathological liar, then she got to cover one lie over another lie. But sooner or later, people going to start seeing the real green-eyed monster. And the only reason why she coming clean is because she busted. She busted. How can you sit there, know exactly what time that Destiny calls Martell, unless you a doggone psychic? And those psychics, like I said there and say, honey, trust me, don't buy that mess. It's just because she was tapping into his phone. She was tapping into his phone.
This is so
It
sad.
seems
No, it's not.
Yes, it's sad. Yes, it's sad. Because if you didn't want it, the man, you didn't want it, the man. You guys was not together. You just needed a storyline. But you thought that people she think people is so dumb. Where she is so dumb. This girl, and I promise you, I do not sit there and talk bad about, especially when it comes to my melanated goddess. But just because they got the same color, all kin folks ain't skin folks, or however you want to call it, okay? This girl is a wolf in sheep clothing. Instead of being on a reality show, she should be sitting on a couch getting counseling, because something is wrong with this girl. She is the Judas. She is the Judas. This girl is no earthly good. I'm not a psychiatrist, but I don't know what had happened to this child, because this is unhinged. And then the thing about it, she tells these bald-faced lies. And I'm sorry, guys. And like I said, I know how to separate a reality show from these people's personal life, but they are the ones that's taking it from out of the reality show, the entertainment part, and making it so personal. It's Melody, guys. I don't know Melody from a can of paint. I only can go by of what they put out. And what I see, even a child can figure this out. It's all Melody. If she think that this is good for TV by getting people in a world of trouble, getting people arrested, making people getting doxxed and harassed. Don't you know, by you sitting there calling people numbers and you putting it out, you doxing a person? Now I went on Marcella's page. Go and check out Marcella. Go on her channel. If you can't find her channel, go on my community tab, and you're going to be able to find what Marcella talked about today. A girl called her out on it. She went and she put somebody's number and doxed this person, and someone called her out on it, and they want their $2,000. She thought that she was coming on capping, that nobody was going to call her out on this mess. Make it make sense. And yes, that is illegal. Now you have the right to go through your child's phone logs. You have a right to do that, but you don't have the right to sit there and call, because the minute you call, that is considered as phone harassment. And not only that, you had these melamutts or whoever sat there and gave you that illegal information in order to find those numbers, to go and put it into Cash App. That is illegal. That is a crime. You do not use Cash App to do anything that's dealing with something that's fraudulent. Cash App is not to use to sit there and try to find someone's location, to dox someone. Cash App is you use Cash App to send money to whoever you pull up on that call log. Not to sit there and try to find who this person is. That is illegal. That is another crime. All this girl doing is just piling crimes on top of crimes. And sooner or later, she's going to be called out for this. because Cash App could come and get her. And I promise you, if we was like her overzealous fans, we would report that. She better hope someone don't report that, because I'm glad we don't get into people's personal business. Now, I promise you, if Tisha would have put someone's phone number inside of Cash App, oh my God, they would have had the FBI and attorney generals, which most likely attorney general might get this, might just get this. Like I say, you don't know who you messing with. The attorney general might just get this, because that is illegal. That is illegal. So let's go ahead and play some more. Like I said there and say, you have to know exactly what you're playing with. Much is given, much is required. And that's real talk.
Martell, Melody,
you are.
hold on,
Your ugly
please,
shoes.
please. Would you like to ever reconcile your...
And let's stop right here when she talked about Martell's shoes, because she's going to do anything to emasculate him. That's how she became who she is today. She didn't come and according to how I sit there and saw, she didn't come whatever you guys want to call a household name because she was a good actress or she was a good singer. No, she became who she is by emasculating a black man. I promise you, if she didn't have Martell to ride off of, we would say Melody who? Melody who? Because nobody even was checking for a Melody. Maybe in her community. And now they know who she is. They not even checking for her, because just like Martell said, the minute when they find out who she is, that's it. Come on, guys. I got 98 people that's in here and only 45 likes. Like I said, you're not going to get no real talk like this, honey. I promise you. You're not going to get no real talk like this. No water down in here. We eat meat. We ain't got time to tickle nobody's ears. So come on and hit that like button. 97 people in here. Come on, guys. Hit that like button. But this right here, like I said, a child can figure this out. But if Arionne do come back on this show, I promise you, she's not going to mess with no Martell. Because if you mess with Martell, then you got to go through Arionne. And that's why she wanted to go ahead and assassinate Martell's character. She knew if she go ahead and get Martell with DV, something that she held on for 2 years, get him with DV, then I can sit there. I don't want to get him off the show, but I don't want Arionne to come on. And if Arionne come on, you're not going to sit there and talk to her man no any kind of way. You're going to have to find another black man to go ahead and emasculate. And I know you're not going to emasculate Marcel anymore, because Tisha is not going to have it. You thought that, just because I emasculate Martell, I can do the same thing to Marcel. When you call Marcel out, I was upset. And I don't think Tisha going to continue allowing that to happen. So let's go ahead and play some more, okay?
friendship with Melody?
No. What I do want to clear up is the fact that it's thrown out there like I'm too chummy with Martell. Let's be clear. I've known Martell since I was 15 years old. Me being a single woman who had moved out of the state, there would be no reason for me to be a single woman calling this man while he's married to her.
Let's stop it right here. I see my girl is in the house. Go ahead and give her some respect. Show enough, Miss Wanda. She said, hey there, Lady D. How are you doing? Show enough, Miss Wanda, guys. Make sure you go ahead and come on, give Miss Wanda respect, give her honor that's due, because we already know when it came to this show, they wanted Miss Wanda out. And the only reason why they wanted Miss Wanda out, because Miss Wanda was pulling those cards. They didn't want Miss Wanda to pull those cards. They wanted to talk about Miss Wanda, but you knew exactly where Miss Wanda was going. You was afraid of Miss Wanda because Miss Wanda was reading you and you didn't like that. She was checking you, and that's real talk, okay? So, guys, make sure you welcome Miss Wanda and check out our channel, Miss Show Enough Miss Wanda, okay? Hey, Pepper is in the house. Siren Sontrix is in the house. Stylist Jill is talking. Hey, guys, welcome. I just joined Adult Telling the Truth. I love real commentary. Absolutely, guys. I don't know nothing but to tell the truth, because the truth's going to set you free. You tell a lie, what a lie gonna do? A lie gonna run faster than the truth, but sooner or later the truth gonna slowly but surely find its way back home. Okay. So you might as well have sit there and tell the truth and get it over with. And that's real talk. Okay. But like I said, in here, we're going to tell the truth. We're going to comb through these lies. And you can't lie anyway because it's already out there in the atmosphere. Whatever you put out there, it's going to come back and bite you in your butt. And that's exactly what you've seen. And that's why Melody can jump from channel to channel to channel and jumped on all these different people platform, because what she's trying to do, she's trying to be ahead of the story. But like I said there and say, not everybody gonna drink the Kool-Aid. Not everybody gonna kiss the ring. Not everybody gonna look at you as a Messiah, Judas. And once I get through, guys, I'll go ahead and drop the link, okay?
Moved back, or when I started dating my ex and I came in and out of Huntsville, then we reconnected. Yeah. So the other parts of that is you said that I knew what he was doing to you and I'm too chummy with him. Like, if I cut him off for doing what he did to you, I have to cut you off for the same reason.
Bomb. Let's stop it right here. Let's play it again let's play it again for the ones that's in the bushes. Let's play it again for the ones that's drinking the Kool-Aid. Let's play this again.
You said that I knew what he was doing to you and I'm too chummy with him. Like, if I cut him off for doing what he did to you, I have to cut you off for the same reason.
Oh. Did I say that?
Ooh. I'm telling you, that is what it would be. You said you're on the phone with him. You should have common sense. You should know that he's talking to him.
When I'm on the phone talking to you,
and you see Martell trying to get out, what is the reason? And see, that's what she do. She over talks him because see, she don't want that to come out. What did Destiny said? Destiny said, if I cut Martell off, then I'm gonna have to cut you off because you guys both was doing the same thing. Like I said there and say, these people was faking it until they make it. These people was not together, and they only came together allegedly because of this show. And that's why you wondering why Arionne was acting the way that she was acting, because she was confused. She didn't know, okay, are you guys acting? Or are you guys getting together? So most likely, like I said, you Melody with her narcissistic way, she said, well, want me to tell you what I'm going to do? I'm going to show you that I can get him back. And that's where all this stuff is so confusing. But like I said, you could unravel this like we doing right now, unraveling this mess. This girl was not in that home. And the only reason why she came back in that home, so she can go ahead and pitch this reality show. That's the only reason. And just like Destiny say, if I cut Martell off, then I'm going to have to cut you off. Need I play these clips when she was sitting in a restaurant with some guy? Martell had the cell phone on her. I can play that. Or Dan Crane or whatever his name is, the attorney. Do you need me to show you those clips? Okay. So let's go ahead and continue, guys.
Like, girl, this Martell, let me call you back.
Because I'm not going to ever be fake and not say that he's not calling. Like, I would rather tell my girl, like, hey, this Martell.
Yeah, but then she's also telling me all he does is talk about me and bash me. So I'm like, why'd you answer?
Girl, ain't nobody talking about you and bashing you. Stop it. See, that's what she does. That's a narcissist person. Martell does not want you. If Martell wanted you, he would have stayed with you. Martell does not want you. You, girl, go back to the streets, please.
I told you that?
You did.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
you did. Let's call myself 1 second, 30 minutes now. Okay, y'all ready?
And see, you could tell right there, Arionne, if that is Arionne's voice, she was talking to somebody else, but they edited, they cut that off, because why would Arionne call, why would she call Arionne and Arionne say hello, and then you can hear that person laughing at the end as well. You can hear the person laugh. I'm not going to sit there, if I got someone calling my house, I'm going to say hello and then start laughing, because it's edit. This girl edit this. And all this right here is alleged. All this right here is for entertainment purpose only. But it's sad when you got to stir up mess just to sell your products and it end up biting you in your butt. Like I said, you never win plain dirty. Never win plain dirty. So let's go ahead and get out of this one right here. We're going to get out of this one right here. And we're going to play one more.
Who does that sound like to y'all? It's not a guy. I don't think it's a guy.
Now she want to play stupid with you guys. Who that sound like it to you guys? The person that you recorded. That's who it sounds like. Whoever you recorded. Now you wants to sit there and put Destiny, not Destiny, you wants to put Stormi in this mess because you want Stormi. You trying to get Stormi out of her busy schedule. But Stormi is not going to sit there and come down and waddle with fleas. Why would she do that? When Stormi is sitting there trying to do things successful, breaking records on TikTok, she getting her stuff together. She don't have to sit there and stir up no mess in order to sell her products. She wants Stormi. She wants Stormi to sit there and get ghetto with her. Because she know drama sells. But Stormi is not going to do that because Stormi is too blessed to be stressed. Too blessed to be stressed, okay? So let's go ahead and continue some more.
So listen, we in here. Are we in here? There are two people that sound persistently stuffy. Listen, so let me tell you, I'm taking a nap. And there was a phone that one of my children had that was taken away from them and given to my ex's mistress.
Now make it make sense. The phone that her son had was taken away, was given to her ex-mistress. Make it make sense. But how did the phone end up back in your hands? How did the phone end back in Melody's hands? Come on, guys.
The lies. The lies. There you go. This bitch. The lies. The lies. There you go. This bitch. The lies.
The girl is a liar. The girl is a liar. Let's go ahead and play some more. All she did was put a foot in her mouth. And I promise you, even her fans, they are going to wake up. The ones that's in their right minds. They're going to wake up. And how they going to wake up? They're going to see that they've been bamboozled, hoodwink. Especially when they start seeing their checkbooks. My God, it's very expensive to get this gossip. Very expensive. Yeah, because this gossip sitting there telling you these stories, these whitewashed stories, to sit there and for you to open up your pocketbooks and buy these products. I've been telling you guys that from day one. Because she know you guys are thirsty for drama.
So what had happened was, see, and I said don't have them phones coming over here to my house. See, then you wouldn't have got caught up. But that's okay because we're going to talk about it. So I'm taking a nap and this message comes through on this phone. Hey, girl, my jaw is on the floor from last night's episode. But I'm so glad Destiny called her out. So y'all know, I'm like, okay, let's play the game because who is this? So I said, what you thought?
You know that was a lie. You know that's a lie. The only thing that I can sit there and think of, either the same thing that happened to Martell, those phone calls was going back to her. All these people private information was going back to Melody. And most likely that's how they knew so much about Martell and Arionne's whereabouts, because those phone calls allegedly, all this right here is for entertainment purpose only. They put it out. I'm only just giving my opinion. Going back to Melody, just like Martell's phone calls went back to Melody. And what she did, she played with it. She played with it. Come on, guys, make it make sense.
What you thought? She tried to lie and blame Martell, but Destiny said, I was there with you. Her excuses were weak AF. Weak as fuck. Y'all know weak AF. I wrote back and said weak AF. Right? I want to see who is this on this phone. She mad because Destiny is still his friend and she probably thought y'all were already cool. So then I said, when you last talked to her though? You know, I'm like, oh man, when you last talked to her though, right? So I'm like, what?
So let's stop it right here. If you don't know who you're talking about, why you asking the right questions? Now she sat there and say she didn't know who she was talking to, but yet she asking the right questions. So quite obvious, she did. She did. This girl sat there and told on herself. She had committed a crime right in front of the entire world. Now, if Arionne wants to go and file charges on her for phone harassment, if anybody wants to go and get her for cash apping, for doing illegal stuff through cash apping by putting numbers to dox a person, that's illegal. That's illegal. I promise you. She would be charged for that. Nowhere in the world she can get out of that. That is a crime. You do not use Cash App to dox anybody. Let me say it again. You do not use Cash App to dox anybody, to get people's personal information.
What the hell? Now, mind you, I was asleep. This came through this phone, okay,
Liar.
that literally had been in the hands of my.
Let me see. That's it. That's it. I'm done. I don't even need to play no more. So, like I said, can't get no clearer than this. Can't get no clearer than this. Even a child can go ahead and put this together. You're right. You're right, country girl. You never win when you play dirty. Never win when you play dirty. So I'm going to go ahead and drop the link. Guys, let me know what your thoughts about it. We're going to stay on just a few more minutes. I'm only going to do an hour because if I'm not mistaken, Butterfly is coming on at 4:30. Okay. So I saw, let me go ahead and read some of your comments. I went ahead and dropped the link if anybody wants to come up. Okay. And we can go ahead and we can talk about all this stuff right here. Because nowhere in the world, you know, you cannot sit there and say, oh, she's lying or this line. The proof is out here. Like I said, you got to be careful what you put out there. You sat there and you sow some wicked seeds, you're going to go and harvest a wicked harvest. And that's exactly what you're doing. That's exactly what you're doing. But you cannot play with people's lives just because you need a storyline. Like I said there and say the nature of the beast. This is what I call the nature of the beast. How are you doing, Davida? Because you need a storyline. Like I said and say the nature.
Peace and blessings to you. How you doing?
Wow, I'm doing great. I'm doing great. So what's your thoughts about all this right here?
She has a mental problem. I've been said this for a while. I think she has a mental problem.
And we're going to say alleged because we're not a therapist. But, you know, like I said, you know, this is our opinion, okay?
Sometimes we get involved with the wrong individual. And sometimes it'd be hard for some people to get over someone. And that's what I'm seeing. While it takes maybe 6 months to 2 years to get over heartbreak with some of us females, she has literally continued to use these different avenues online to still bring him up, mentioning him and her. It is sickening. She's not over him and he has moved on. He has moved on and she needs to do the same. But you remember that movie in the 1990s, the Betty, it was called Woman Scorn. It was on Lifetime. They did it was a mini series they did. This is the same situation. Because if she finds out if they're all married, she's going to snap.
Wow.
She is going to snap. I pray for Martell.
But the thing about it, let me go ahead and say this right here. I don't think that Melody wants Martell. Melody want what she can get out of Martell, because if Melody wanted Martell, like I said, she would have still stayed in there. First of all, Melody said that he never gave her a big oh. She only liked the perks. She only liked the stuff that he did for her. And now that she does not, have that control over him anymore, where she can leave anytime she feel like it, because you remember when she said my bag's already at the door, ready, book and ready, so she thought that she can come in and out, because most likely that's the type of agreement that they had, respect for cheating. But this the question that I want to ask you, and then you can go on with what you're saying. Starbucks, and I wanted to talk about this right here, where she said, how do people use people on Cash App, and dox a person, what makes you think she thought that that was legal to put a person name in the Cash App in order to go ahead and dox them? You want to talk a little bit about that?
I never knew about that. I
Mhm.
never knew that you could dox somebody through Cash App. I had in the past had people send me things by accident by using my info, but it was for somebody else. But I think she's ignorant, and she was trying to incite something and try to make a big point out of something, which I thought was ridiculous. I never heard about doxing in Cash App. This is something new. I know
Wow.
about doxing on social media, doxing court papers, things like that. But doxing is sharing information that's not available online, but a lot of things is available online to find out. There's softwares out there where you could look up people's phone numbers and it could give you access to who it is and who it belonged to. There are websites out there for that.
Hmm.
But I never thought you could dox somebody through there, but she did dox the person because she gave the whole government name and part of the phone number. So she was still trying to incite something to go at Arionne. Now, I don't know if she's angry, but his court date has been pushed to December 2nd.
Okay.
I seen it on YouTube and I screenshotted it and saved it. This is why I think, how could she be a teacher? She doesn't give me a teacher vibe to her behavior I see. There's
Can you
no
say that?
way
Can
she
you
could have
say
been
that
a
one more? Can you
teacher.
say that one more time? How can she be?
How can she be a school teacher? Because
Wow.
the behavior that I'm seeing is not of a school teacher. She's an embarrassment. If she was a school teacher, she was a school teacher, because this behavior she's doing, it's it gives me both bipolar or post traumatic stress disorder, but self pity and Debbie Downer type of behavior, and using her followers to do these things on her behalf, and it's going to get them in trouble.
You got the floor, girl. Go ahead. I'm
I
not
think
stopping you.
I think because this is why she's angry. She's angry. Her friend had the nerve to say yesterday on IG that Taisha is jealous of Melanie. Girl, bye.
Yeah.
Why
Bye.
would a kept woman that's been married for a long time with beautiful children, that got multiple businesses, that's building property, that's in the real estate, be jealous of a woman that is bitter, who is bitter every day, who doesn't have nothing to do in life but to nag and try to harass her ex-husband and his family, who does have nothing else better to do but to go in different YouTubers chats because she got too much times on her hands, because she needs validation from outside world instead of finding validation in herself. She has no self-worth. Now, why would Tisha be jealous of that? That woman that was on IG, her so-called friend, I want her to have that same energy a year from now. She want to rub in Destiny's face that, yeah, I know you big mad Destiny. I know you big mad Destiny because you don't have her as your friend. Oh, no, ma'am. I want to know she going to have that same energy a year from now. So again, how can she be a school teacher acting like that? I don't believe she was a school teacher. I think that's all a lie. I think that's all the lie. You wearing night clothes on a TikTok live. You're not even dressed business professional with your business logo and stuff with 7th Avenue. And you're saying that you're so business. Why 7th Avenue ain't trademark? You're supposed to get a trademark before LLC. You don't even have that trademarked. But I found out Inez Wines is trademarked. I found out Martell's business is trademarked. Did y'all know that allegedly? But she's supposed to be the smart one though, but you don't got no trademark for none of your brands. I believe what I see, that woman been emasculating Martell since the beginning. She thought her complexion and her way of things was going to keep Martell, and she's angry at him because he went with a darker shade female who graduated from the same university. So when people want to bring up that 2022 reunion where Carlos was taking digs about how Martell couldn't get over Arionne, when Martell told her, well, y'all graduated from the same college. She always thinks she's better than other people, and that's why Martell left, because he said he don't need you. I see this type of stuff happen all the time. I think she's damaged goods because Martell already ran through you. What real man is going to settle down with you? You're going to still bring baggage in a new relationship from the baggage with Martell. You're going to try to have the new man pay for the mistakes Martell made. I see how it goes. So she got a lot of issues. Destiny was a real friend to her. And it hurts me to the core what she did to Destiny. But baby, what goes around comes back around.
Absolutely.
There's no getting out of that. You wish you had the Destiny right now, girl. All because everybody likes Martell. He's more likable in Huntsville. People don't care for you. You're an antisocial type of broad. That's what you is.
And
You're
checking your boo is right.
You're not that boss chick you put out there on doing these previous seasons with your office and stuff.
Absolutely.
You got this business that you're doing in your basement. You won't even see, this is a dig here. You won't even try to change your business model to have your own version of a Mary Kay business model. You got those girls spending all that money on your stuff every day and you're on TikTok. You should be trying to bring income in their pockets.
Absolutely.
The real blessing is helping others, not filling your pockets up all the time. So that pisses me off that these women could really use some income. These jobs are cutting out. Two women's that she follows doesn't have their husbands anymore by following her and supporting her.
Lower your television down a little bit, stylish Jill. You got the mic. Go ahead. How you doing?
Good.
You have the mic.
Okay, one moment. Let me turn it down.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, how about that?
Oh, I can hear you real good. How are you doing? Welcome to
Okay,
Unapologetic
good.
Real
How are
Talk.
you?
We are doing great.
Oh, okay, I'm going in on, actually, if you pay attention to Melody from season 1, when she came in on season 1, episode 1, her decision was to throw him under the bus day 1.
Absolutely.
She was trying to figure out how she could hold on to a man that did not want her. And she intentionally put him on that show to emasculate that man.
Absolutely.
Like literally. She knew he already had his little boo thing on the side. She was willing to deal with that. And when she said something about how I would teach her to what was that to I can't think of it, what she said the other day when Destiny told her to how to cheat. When she said that at the table with Kimmy, and Kimmy said, is there a respectful way of cheating? And she said, well, I do figure out that there is a respectful way of cheating.
Yeah. Hold your
which
thought. Hold
she
your
would have
thought.
went
One
along
second.
with it as
Hold,
long as Martell
stylist,
would have went along with
stylist.
it,
Hold
which
your
Martell was willing and
uh,
upfront going
yes,
along with
stylist.
whatever
Hold your
they
thought. One
decided.
second. Miss Marcella sat there and said she was told that she would be served for slandering facts and my last two videos. Um, First of all, like I said, if they come after you, Miss Marcella, you can go after them because you are talking about someone that is a public figure, and if they put it out, like I said, they are free.
I'm gonna have to
They
leave
free
out the chat.
game.
I'm not sure. I'm still hearing the echo behind me. I'll come
Yes.
back in.
Okay, okay. But yes, Miss Marcella was saying that she just posted that she was told that she was served for slandering facts and my last two videos. Like I said, if it's already out there, you could talk about whatever is out there and nobody cannot shut you down. And if they come after you, you go after them. And that's real talk because they are the ones that put their life on display for the entire world to pick it apart. What are your thoughts about that? What Miss Marcel said that she was told she will be served for slandering facts and her
See,
last two videos.
well, the history with Miss Marcella is straightforward. She is not a sugarcoater. She doesn't sugarcoat anything. And they've been trying to get at her for at least 2 years that I know. See, Marcella was not going to fold and bow down to them. Allegedly, they reached out to her so she could only talk good about Miss Buddy, and she wasn't
Mm-hmm.
going for it. So they've been trying to get at her for a while. I got proof. I know that for a fact. She didn't do anything wrong. She did not say nothing salacious. She didn't say nothing salacious about that woman. She was pointing out the facts. But we're in a time where people don't want to hear the facts. They rather hear lies than the facts.
Mm-hmm. But if it's out there, they free game. So you got the mic, stylist. Go ahead, continue with what you're saying.
Okay. Okay, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. Yes, like I was saying was when she first brought him on the show, she instantly threw that young man under the bus. And everybody at that table was looking like, wait a minute, what's going on here? Because if you remember in the reunion, they said that they were not going to talk about those situations before they even came on the show. And then, but get to, because I did not actually watch her TikTok because I really don't follow Melody like that. But the girl from the taller girl, the bigger girl, can't think of her name. What's her name?
The Neanderthal, the giant Neanderthal.
What? Chanela or whatever.
I don't
Okay,
know.
well I'm gonna let you say that. Okay, but when they came on that show, she actually brought that girl on the show for Tisha. And she could not handle Tisha. Even though people like to say that she's meek and she's mild, I don't look at her like that. I look at her like, you know what? If that's what you want to do for your marriage, that's your marriage. If you want to have your husband and he's disposable, that's your husband and he's disposable to you. But when it comes to Tisha, on this show, when it comes to her husband, regardless to whatever they have going on in the background, I like her a lot because she's willing to respect her husband and her children and not throw them away. When it comes to Destiny, Destiny was her friend, but Destiny was also Martell's friend. And I'm like this, do not introduce me to people that you want me to be friendly with, like, and fall in love with. And then when you're done with them, I'm supposed to be done with them. That's not how real life works. If you're an adult, because we can know how to be friends and how to deal with people outside of the relationship. I myself personally had my ex-husband have a kid. And to this day, him and I are cool because I was Melody. Until I put my hand on that child and touched that child and realized that that child had nothing to do with the act of my husband, there was no need for that. That means I now can move forward. She will never
Absolutely.
be able to move forward until she can actually physically touch her presence. And that
Absolutely.
child is her presence. He is here. He's a part of her children forever. Until she deal with that, she need not to say that God said go, because if you're going on marriage vows, God been told her to go. He been told her to go. So, but she's
Absolutely.
on here venting and hurting everybody else because she's not healed yet. And she wants to dress healed up. And healed doesn't look like that. Healed is, I made a mistake. I knew exactly what I was doing and I wanted to hurt him. When she started to owning what she have done, she'll be healed and she'll be
Hmm.
able to move forward. But until then, she's gonna always have some problems. She's gonna always go over there to TikTok. She's gonna go to every dang on platform to talk about that situation because she's trying to justify the reason why she brought that man on the show. And she brought him on the show because she could not demonize him in Huntsville. So she had a
Hmm.
bigger platform to do that. And that's what I
Absolutely.
wanted to say.
But
Thank
do
you.
you think that she can get healed by staying on these reality shows?
No, she cannot. But let me tell you something. I would say that she will probably be able to be healed if she be her authentic self. Because
Hmm.
there are more women who have been through that. I'm a hairstylist. And I
Me too.
have
Yeah.
women, when I was going through that same situation, I had women come in my chair that said, you know what? I dealt with that. They moved forward, but they didn't keep on making him the victim. If the marriage doesn't work and it hasn't worked, you still have children by this man. And you still have to play fair. She's not playing fair. She's being dirty at any means necessary because she's hurt and she don't own what she did. She already don't remember that somebody that went down there and played her little lady pan.
Mhm. So
And
I
she
have
went
another
over there and
question.
did something to somebody else. She can't
Stylist,
remember. She don't own anything.
stylist. I have another question. Do you think that you ever heard of childhood syndrome? You don't think that plays a part, especially when you the only child? You know how you think that you entitled to everything. So you don't think that by her being a child, the only child, that's the reason why she act the way, and maybe she was spoiled or, some
Well,
kind
you
of,
know what?
I don't
My
know.
mom
It
was
got
the
to be
only child.
something.
And she had to come to play to own her things too. And that was a situation that actually happened with her too. But I think you still have to go. We can't really justify those things. What Melody wants to do is allow that to be,
Hmm.
and I don't think that that's fair on that end because you still have to deal with reality and every day. What to me, what some women don't like to do is own when they went in and they threw gasoline
Hmm.
on the building.
Like she did in the
And
house.
she threw gasoline on that building and it did come out. She did whatever she could do to save him, but he was already gone.
Hmm.
And now she want to throw everybody under the bus for something that somebody they made. She didn't, her husband didn't cheat until she met them, till he met them. Come on now. Was Marceau in the bedroom? I thought he said that he met that girl over at his cousin's house. So
Don't
how is
forget,
she,
don't
how is
forget
they
that the
responsible for making him cheat? She using every other thing to make somebody else cheat.
right. But see, wasn't that wedding planner telling her he didn't know Marcel back then when they got married at first? But that wedding planner told her that he was messing around. So I don't know why she wants to blame Marcel.
And that's what I'm saying. She want to keep on blaming Marceau and everybody else for that situation, and that's not fair.
No, it's not fair. And if I was Tisha, I would cut all communication off with her because I'm not going with. I'm not. I hope Tisha cut her off for real.
Hmm.
No more doing scenes with my husband so you can
Absolutely.
vibrate and talk down about Montel too. No, enough is
Hmm.
enough.
I want to do some research because I just came out the blue and talked about child syndrome. But I see Tina Love says that there is such a thing as only child syndrome.
Yes.
So I want you heard about that before because I just came out and just said a childhood syndrome, which we all have some childhood issues. I could tell you some hard stories, but we just don't dwell in it. Some people
I'm
they
gonna
get
have to
stuck
leave the
in
chat
that.
because I'm hearing a little bit more, so I want to hear you guys.
Oh, I hear you real good.
Yes, the only child syndrome is real. I'm an only child.
Oh, you
But
the only child?
right, but my mother never spoiled me.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I had to learn to get it out the mud myself.
Hmm.
She does have an entitlement behavior. And we also got to remember her dad was not there.
Well, sure, we all had daddy issues, but we don't try to go and try to get over everybody.
Right, but that's why I feel she doesn't when I seen her that day when she was going off on Destiny, she just looked like she's not in tune spiritually. It's like
Mm-hmm.
she's not in touch with the Lord. Like
Mm-hmm.
she's left God. Her soul, she's soulless. She has no soul.
Mm-hmm.
I see it in her eyes. The soul done left.
Well, all that could
She's
deal
holding
with
on.
childhood. It got to be something, and like I said, I'm not a therapist, I'm not a psychiatrist, but I think that when it comes to these people, already messed up, marriage already messed up, dysfunctional family, and all types of issues. I think when it comes to reality shows should be the last place that these people come because people is not going to sit there and paint a beautiful picture, as everybody else that like you and adore you, and you can't sit there and say, well, I'm going to sue this person, I'm going to sue that person because I want this person to shut up. So you can't control people opinions. You can't do that because this is freedom of speech. And for Melody or whoever sitting there saying that they going to sue a person just because they given their opinion over something that they put out. Now I see if Marcella, just to use Marcella, is going out there and digging up their personal information by doxing them and calling events, then that's in their personal space. But when you come on social media and you putting your information out and people telling it the way that they see it, it's just like the Bible. We have how many gospel? Four gospels, but every last one of them told a different story, but they still walked it with Jesus. So nobody is going to tell the story the same way. Some people that idolize you and adore you, they going to paint a beautiful picture, but other people, they going to see what you fail to see. They ain't going to sugarcoat. They're going to tell it like it is. So you can't go around and say, I'm going to sue this person, sue that person. So it's not going to even, it's not even going to go nowhere. I promise you.
Right. And she's all talk because if that does happen, she don't realize how defense attorneys work and the technology that's out there, how
They'll
they
take your
could really
money.
go and do subpoenas on people's accounts and cell phone
Mhm.
accounts, text messages. She don't want them type of problems because it will open up a whole can of worms on a lot of things that she
Mhm.
doesn't want out. I do believe she's conspiring things behind the scenes for certain content creators, especially the ones that lives in the Huntsville area. We're not
Mhm.
gonna talk about that now, but her hands are not clean at all. She's been doing this throwing rocks out of her hands for a long time.
So
Now her hatred with
what if Ariane would sit there and say, now Ariane would have a case. Now, if Ariane would say, oh, I'm going to sue these bloggers, because they putting out information about me, she could sue because she's not a public figure. You going on her personal page and pulling out her content and putting it, on your channel, and you sitting there, you pulling it apart. Now Ariane could come after them, but Melody can't because Melody is a public figure. And then, like I said, if you don't want nobody to know anything about you, then you stay away from the cameras and stay off of social media. And that's real talk.
and it is real talk. And I said that she doesn't she doesn't need to be on reality TV. I heard allegedly that they are aware of these things, the management and people up and on that's above Carlos and things like that. I've had allegedly heard that they have spoken to her about these things that her fans are doing and what she's doing. But she's messing her own self up.
Yeah, I'm glad Ariana is quiet too. So I guess they probably say, don't even say nothing. Just let them talk because anything that Ariana say, they're gonna go ahead and use it against her. But then again, Ariana is not a public figure. So Melody, she's proving the point right now. If she's going after people and trying to sue people, she's proving the point why she jumps from platform to platform because you trying to change the narrative. You want everything to glorify you. It's not going to work like that, boo boo. I promise you.
No, it's not. And I already seen something that I was shocked at Bonnie Blue. I thought,
Oh gosh, me too.
I'm very, very shocked now because on one of those TikToks when they were discussing Destiny, one of her fans brought up how Destiny was on that panel Bonnie Blue had with those other ladies. And the way Miss Buddy Eyes looked when she heard that and said, "Oh, I didn't have no idea." So I think she's going to try to side-eye Bonnie Blue after a while, finding out that Destiny was on that panel because she has hatred for Destiny as the way she has hatred for Martell.
Because they know they know how to pull them bodies up. Starbucks says something about Cardi B. Cardi B started the suing of the bloggers, but you see the reason why Cardi B was able to sue because they was pulling up Cardi B medical records. So that's why she was able to sue. But this right here, this is not going to fly. They was pulling up Cardi B's medical records.
Correct. And this is a totally different situation, but she just been Miss Buddy been off the edge. Now the court didn't work in her favor. You see that it's been changed to December 2nd, so she's angry. She wanted him to get locked up so she could go to Atlanta. So she angry about the decision the judge made yesterday. It's funny how 24 hours later they putting it on YouTube that his court date changed to December 2nd. Ain't that funny? Now. I just wish they leave him alone. God's been with him because he dealt with so much these last 2 years. But I'm glad if it's true that he got his wine trademark. That says a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. But the reason why God is dealing with him because even if he did, what he did, but the thing about it is that you don't fight evil with evil. Melody said that she was going to let go and let God, but she kept sitting there. She kept egging it on. She kept, she banked off. And anytime when you exchange, your pain for gain, then you done sold your life to the devil. You done sold your soul. So you think that you going to go on the playground and the devil's going to play fair with you? Hell no. You already said it.
Well,
she said when they go low, she's going to take it to hell. So this right here, this is the repercussion right here.
Now, I do hope that they take her off the show. I do hope that. I do. I'm not even going to sit here and act like she matters on that show. She doesn't. I would love to see them film Martell's real life.
Absolutely. Let me see what his name is. Joe. I can't even pronounce his last. His last name is Harper. So Jay Harper says, I do admire that she was able to pitch this show so she could have an income to leave Martell. That's how a woman scorned should move. She didn't pitch this show. Melody does not, and see that's the thing about it. Our people are destroyed because of lack of knowledge. Melody did not pitch this show. Martell had came up with this show. What the name of the show? This home improvement show. What is called? Hoax and Hoax, right?
Yeah.
And that's the show. Carlos King came up with Love and Marriage in Huntsville. Melody did not pitch Love and Marriage in Huntsville. Melody and Martell both was executive producers on Love and Marriage in Huntsville the very first seasons 1, 2, and 3. After that, that was it. So guys, get your facts straight, please. Go ahead, Davida.
And see, she only
Yeah,
wanted, and again,
Hope's no
she only
Bard.
wanted Martell for
Sorry
the
about that.
things,
It's Hope's no Bard.
right? Like she used Montel. She used Montel to get where she wanted to be. And when she got what she wanted, she didn't need him no more. But at the same time, you need to move on. God's has helped you not be married to a person like that. Quit. You need to go and get some real therapy. I think she needs a detox from social media and from the internet. She need to go to one of those places in the islands where they detox from the world, the technology and stuff. That's what she needs.
Well, I don't know how many detox she need because she came on and she did a name change and she sat there and talked about a piece and she did some other stuff. But she, I thought after she changed her name, then she was gonna move on, but she still stayed stuck. Even till today, she still throw Martell's name in the thing, and the reason why she throws Martell name in this because Martell name it makes money.
Yep. And she's embarrassed again. She's embarrassed because of her, how should I have that entitlement behavior. She's embarrassed. It is. I'm just laughing at it because I'm just shaking my head at it. Oh, these last three TikToks, it's been about him and Arionne, and I'm tired of it. That whole phone scenario thing. She better hope she don't get in trouble. And if them people harass those numbers and stuff, shame on them. They could get in trouble behind that. Inciting things and stuff like that. And I think she likes doing this. She loves doing this bullying and attacking to him so he could say something, but he's taking the high road. But one thing for sure, these recordings, I know he got copies where the lawyers could see it. Because if I was in his shoes, I would want the lawyer to see all this type of stuff that she's doing to better my case. Because how you have your children making all that noise in the background, but you care more about talking about him and everybody else on TikTok. Her priorities are screwed up. That's why I said about a year ago that I think she got some unstableness happening. She's unstable. How you going to get on TikTok with your night clothes on and you sharing these products? That's ghetto selling to me. That's not professional. So she needs some serious help. And them fans ain't making it better. They're making it worse. And these again, she wants to be validated by these YouTubers, and it's sickening to me. It makes me sick to my stomach how she wants these validations from these YouTubers.
Stop, Mel. Mel, don't do this shit.
Today I'm going.
Don't.
Quit acting innocent.
No, I'm saying don't do
Quit
that.
acting like you have.
Oh yeah. I was glad when that was exposed because people need to know the truth. Hello?
Can you hear me now? I'm sorry, I had myself on mute. You can hear me now?
Yes, I can. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's the reason why they pushed the case back because Martell did tell Tasha K that he had a lot of footage. You remember?
Yeah, huh?
So let's go. Go ahead. What you saying?
I want him to win this case because these videos on TikTok can help his case that this person is unstable. You got her children making a whole bunch of noise in the background, but she cares more about talking about him to her audience on TikTok.
Yeah, yep. I like what P. Ruff says. Listen, when male fans was swelling her head, you never hear from her. Now that people are seeing her for who she really is sweet music in my ears. Mel has been a manipulative, a manipulator since day one. And the thing about it, now that people is not sitting there putting on that pink pedestal, now she wants to come out because people is not painting the picture like she want. Girl, make it make sense. You can't do that. You can't do
And,
that at all.
and see, if she was really about it, why she went on the cover of Essence, but Essence gave her an article and she
Hmm.
still brought up her situation with Martell in that article.
She haven't moved on. That's why. Checking your boots say you did not pitch. She did not pitch the show because she had kept telling him she wanted to be a star, and we didn't even know that. He brought her to what you call that, American Idol. You remember when he told that to Tasha K?
Right. And I was trying to find it
Hmm.
on YouTube and I couldn't find the footage, but I heard they declined her.
Yeah, most likely because they heard her voice. You can't sing, Melody. So let's play some. Let's play some of this right here. And no problem. Jay Harper said, "I stand correct and thank you." No problem. Like I said, all the stuff that we talk about is already out there. They put their life on display. So let's play a little bit of this.
No. My shit up. Don't do, Mel. Stop, Mel. Mel, don't do this shit.
Today I'm going.
Don't.
Quit acting
Don't.
innocent.
No, I'm saying don't do
Quit
that.
acting like you have not pushed.
No.
Now, how can you push someone to sit there and commit a felony, a crime? And the first thing she always say that every last one of them been in jail except her. You should have been in jail, but Martell gave you grace. Talk about that, Davida.
She wants to blame everyone for her downfall, but her. I heard her when she said, "You the one pushed me to do this, huh? You doing that shows me you don't care about life or your children." And she's not stable. That right there should have been sent to Child Protective Services straight
And
up.
and every time when you talk about her mental, just say allege here. And you're not.
Allege,
You're not a therapist, okay?
allege.
Hmm.
But anybody that does that, something ain't right. And you supposed to be a mom. She always give me this. She always let me. I always look at her saying, because last year I was saying that when I found out how allegedly she had got in contact with Miguel with the suits Montel was modeling for, she tried to pay off his contract with Miguel so he wouldn't earn money. Now that's alleged. But that right there told me that she doesn't want him to prosper in anything. And regardless if they're divorced, she wants to make his life a living, you know what? But
Hmm.
God has the final say so. And what
Absolutely.
you try to do to others, Miss Thing, you're going to get it back
Hmm.
in a worse way because of the evilness that you have in your heart. You very scorned. And this dark energy is not of the Heavenly Father.
Absolutely.
Me having to
Absolutely.
love myself again, it was a lot of Bible reading I had to do. I
Hmm.
had to look in the mirror and tell myself that I have self-worth and things. I had to change things within myself to learn to love me again.
Hmm.
Because I had a little child that's gonna look up to me. And if I don't look right, what's gonna happen with my child looking at that me?
Hmm. That's it. That's it. Checking your boots said unstable of her not to want her kids dad to prosper. It was just really weird, especially when she made a song about it, and saying that you heard the lyrics, how she said that she wished that her children had a better dad that was taller and stronger. Oh, that was hard, but those kids gonna listen to that. They might be small now where they can't put the dots together, but I promise you they will, and they're gonna look back at all this, and it's not going to be a good scene. But we're going to go ahead and close it down for now because Butterfly is coming on at 4:30 and it's 4:34. And uh, we're gonna make sure, guys, make sure you go over to Butterfly and check her out. Because I usually come on at 2 o'clock, but girl, I mean, it is pouring down, raining, cats and dogs down here.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Because it's
we are in the
chilly.
eye. We are in the eye of a hurricane, girl.
What's the name of the hurricane?
Um, I think it's Florence.
Oh, wow.
Yes, we are in the eye. It's supposed to hit land about I think it's Thursday morning. But I mean, we've been
Okay. We
hit,
had a
yeah.
Hurricane Florence in 2018, which flooded our town. I'm in the
Hmm.
Carolinas, though.
Yeah. Yeah, she's, but girl, shoot, we got too many stuff that had happened down here in the south. So like I said, all this stuff that's happening, shoot, that's these ancestors crying out. So
Yes.
Davida, we're gonna go over to Butterfly. So guys, make sure you go over to Butterfly, and thank you for coming on, Davida. It always a good time when you guys come on, and the ones that came out, thank you for showing up and showing out. The ones that came in and comment, and also the Cash App guys, thank you very, very much. And like I said, in here is real talk. We only can talk about what they put out. They are the ones that signed their name on the dotted line. They are the ones that wanted to play on the devil's playground. So ain't nobody hate, nobody is jealous. We just calling it like it is, and that's real talk. So if you got something to say, Davida, before I close it out, you are welcome to say.
Make sure you have a muffin pan with tea light candles if power go out. You can
Yeah.
still
Oh well,
warm some things up.
we have a generator. So if the
Oh,
power go out,
okay.
yeah, yeah, we got it all straightened out down here.
Right. And in order for her to get self-love, it's gonna have to take her to get off reality TV and
Hmm.
everything to start loving herself, because she got children looking up to her. She has to be their superhero. And if she's not their superhero and she's not right in her mind, she really needs to get herself together for real.
Absolutely, absolutely. So on that note, we're gonna close it down, but we're gonna close it with this right here, honey. Like I said, you can't get mad just because people sit there, don't paint that pretty pink flower pedestal of yours. Okay.
I know that.
And if people say, Monica, how can you laugh at that? Because damn it, it's funny.